Good evening to people in India. Good morning to the people in US and wherever you are. Namaste. Please join me in extending a very warm welcome to our illuminary, Dr. Arun Sharma. He is in the field of Mahayoga and natural science hygiene. He is a respected researcher and, above all, a compassionate guide for everyone seeking a harmonious path to well being. It is his dedication to natural health systems stems from a legacy in his family, right? His grandfather, Acharya Lakshman Sharma, was revered as the father of nature cure. And his father, Professor Ganesh Sharma, taught nature cure to countless individuals. Dr. Sharma holds a doctorate in natural hygiene from the Indian Institute of Natural Therapeutics, backed by 6 years of intensive training. He has served leading roles at notable yoga, nature cure institutions, offering workshops, courses, conferences, all in holistic wellness. His teaching stint at Miami-Dade County won praise for practical insights into natural nutrition, even in international countries. He has conducted successful study on behalf of relaxation techniques for third graders, improving both their behavior and academic performance. With 4 decades of service, Dr. Sharma has helped over 10,000 people worldwide reclaim their health through time-tested principles of Mahayoga and natural hygiene without the use of medication. He has reached more than 20,000 individuals through awareness programs, organized over 1,000 health camps, and continues to inspire all of us who are his students in many ways through his books, his media appearances, training programs. He can really engage with a broad spectrum of audiences, from enthusiastic children to academic circles to regular committed practitioners and newcomers. You will find today's lecture in Hyderabad insightful, very insightful, and he will start us off with giving his insights in a general introduction, and then followed by Archana ji, who you know, Dr. Archana Satyam, who is a leader in Hyderabad as well. And she's a medical doctor who has overall now transitioning to holistic medicine, and she will hold the question and answer sessions. So for now, let me have the great pleasure of introducing our guru, Dr. Arun Sharma, to all of you in Hyderabad. Namaskaram. Guruji.
शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. Natural health science has come to rescue so many thousands of people who were suffering from untold miseries, from all kinds of diseases. Before the beginning of the last century, there was a big revolution in India that many people fell sick and sought relief from allopathic medicine. And more people rushed to the hospital. and original cultural practices were totally forgotten. There were hardly anybody who was sick in our family, in the related other families in our circle. And as medicines came in, they got more people sick and they got more people dying early. These are all different viewpoints of history. But the main thing is when my grandfather, Acharya Lakshmana Sharma, got sick, he was an affluent man. He was a leading lawyer in the town of Pudukkottai, a place in South India. And there he was taking medicines for his sickness, and the doctor one day confessed to him that there is no cure for this disease, and you may have to keep taking this medicine all your life just to get the relief, but it will not get out the root cause of the disease. This put him into a great stress, and he was starting to wonder what he should do for the rest of his life. When he was in such a dejected state, a relative of his gave him a book, The New Science of Healing, by a German author, Louis Kuhne. When he simply opened the book somewhere in the middle, he saw a sentence which attracted his attention. Disease is your friend. What? How can disease be my friend? It's giving me so much trouble, and you're calling it my friend? So he was interested in reading the book, but as his habit is, when he starts reading a book, he won't keep it down until he finishes the whole book. And he found so many interesting points in that book, and he decided to follow that. All the instructions given in that book was followed very strictly, and he got over his dyspepsia disease forever. Then once he got over all that, he said this is a thing which has to be spread to people. But he saw a strange relationship with ancient Indian cultural practices and the nature cure practices suggested in that book. In that book, the suggestion was given by a German doctor, Louis Kuhne. And in that book was given simple instructions to take water in small sips and expose your body to sunlight, take a big walk, go around, wrap your abdomen with wet cloth, all kinds of instructions. And he traced it back to our ancient Indian cultural practices. He had to refer to Vedic scriptures where such information was available in plenty. The more he read, more information that he got. And he got so interested in it, and he started collecting them. And when he collected the information, he had a command over Sanskrit, and he composed them into Sanskrit verses. And the more he read, more verses were composed. And with the collection, he went to one great sage called Kamakoti Pith Shankaracharya. He was also a great Sanskrit scholar with whom he would go and confer. Whenever Lakshman Sharma comes, Shankaracharya will stop all the visitors and both of them will go in and sit in a hut. And there they will read, my grandfather will read the verses, and wherever there was doubt, Shankaracharya will ask him to read that again. When he reads it again, he composes into another verse, and now it's correct. Like that, they went on for years together and completed the book Swadhina Swasthya Mahavidya. That is the basis out of which we are now running a 6 years training course on natural health science. By studying that, any individual can be practicing as a natural health science doctor. And there are diploma courses where when you complete the diploma courses, you become a health coach and earning good money and helping people. That's the most important thing. When you work as a health coach, so many years of suffering will be removed. And we have health coaches in our group who have done such wonderful things. And we have patients who are very thankful for having sent them. So, all that I'm saying here is we are holding camps in different places. And when we hold these camps, we get people to come and learn the lifestyle. They don't just learn what is to be done for headache, what is to be done for stomachache, for what to do for diabetes, what to do for some other ailment. That we don't teach. We teach them the use of the materials out of which our body was made. यथोत्पत्ति शरीराणां वेदांतेषु प्रतिष्ठितः जीवनो अपि चिकित्सायाम् अनुष्ठान क्रमास्तथा. How this body was made has been explained in the Vedanta. And if you take the order of creation and follow the same order of priority for treating the sick and improving the health of even the healthy people, if you are sick, if you follow this, you become free from sickness. And if you are already healthy, you become healthier. So that was the idea with which he started. He didn't want to diagnose a disease and follow the medical practice where symptoms are cured with medicines. He will not administer any medicine. Medicine is a sin of meddling with nature. That's what he used to say. So I had the good fortune of associating with my grandfather for several years. And when I was young, I used to go for walks with him. And on the way, he used to tell me many, many stories, very interesting stories. And he will give me opportunity to cross question. When I ask questions, he will say, "That's an intelligent question." And he will try to answer that. That way, my study started with grandfather when I was just 6 years old. All this time, we got to learn from him, and until his last day, he to give me so much information, and those informations were not simply few little things, minute details about our psychological issues. When we get angry in the house and we are seeing somebody is acting very disturbingly, how do we react? Is that anything to do with our health? Yes, absolutely. That's how he used to teach me. He taught me that our mind is responsible for whatever we are doing. If we do wrong, that's also can be traced in our to our mind. That's why he said, if you want to follow nature cure, there are three requisites. Vishwasa Shastra Siddhante, Bharanyasa Paratmani, Bhairahitya Trayam Manasa Bheshajam. Treatment begins from the mind. What do you do in the mind? You have to instill complete faith in the excellent truths given in the Vedanta. Our ancient rishis and munis of India, they had done so much research on nature. Before Galileo invented the telescope, the Indian ancient rishis and munis, scholars, they have found out every details of astronomy. Where is the position of the Mercury? Where is the position of Saturn? All those things they knew, and they would exactly tell you the time when the solar eclipse starts, which part of the world can you see it from, and what time will it close, lunar eclipse, everything they knew already. And the modern science goes by what Galileo said, and but the details that is available in the Vedic scriptures are much more. Why am I talking so much about Vedic scriptures? They are reliable, and the guidelines we got from Vedic scriptures to maintain our health, to improve our health, and to heal the sick, they are all very useful. And that's why we again and again refer any doubt we have, we refer to the Vedanta. And we find the truth, no confusion. Anytime we get a confusion, we refer to the Vedic scriptures and we got the answer. Wonderful answers. And there's not one, there's not two, so many instances have been there where we have to worry whether to follow this new kind of approach or not. When we verify with their Vedic scriptures, we found the answer. So I can go on talking much more, but I wanted you to understand that entire natural health science is based on the priorities of life. That is, what is priorities? The order in which we were all made. The birds, the animals, the humans, and the plants, everything were made by nature in a certain order of creation, and that is given in the Vedic scriptures. यथोत्पत्ति शरीराणां वेदांतेषु प्रतिष्ठितः जीवनो अपि चिकित्सा तत औषधिभ्यो यथोत्पत्ति शरीराणां वेदांतेषु प्रतिष्ठितः जीवनो अपि चिकित्सायाम् अनुष्ठान क्रमस्तथा. And that's what it says. And when you have confusion, you have to refer to the Vedic scriptures, remove the confusion, and follow the teaching. And we have seen that in several cases, patients came with what diagnosis from the people. Medical people diagnosed them as having arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and so many diseases were called nephrosis, and all kinds of things. Some diseases we could see actually, and many diseases we could not see. Medical diagnosis showed us that these are the names given by the medical system, but we carefully listen to all the problems of every patient and give them a patient hearing, so he is satisfied that he has told us everything, and then examine all the diagnostic measures that he has got from medical people. And we also examine his body head to foot, wherever there are lumps, wherever hardness, unnatural structure, all those things we write down at the time when they begin the treatment. And after that, we keep all that record in the drawer. We don't have anything to do with that. And our treatment starts on different lines. What are the different lines? How can he adopt this natural lifestyle? Suddenly, he cannot. Step by step, we introduce steps where he can change it completely. And once he adopts more and more discipline, he gets much better. His health improves. When his health improves, after some months, even if he goes and checks up in a hospital, they will say all those diseases are gone. How does it happen? That's the law of health. Health is the reality, disease is unreal. Disease is only diminution of health. If you improve health, disease vanishes. That's all there is to it. So if you want to ask any questions about anything that you want to know, I am here. Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji, for this illuminating beginning. One thing that I wanted all of you to also know, since we're now many more people than initially when Guruji was introduced, that he is instrumental in introducing Aruna Brahma Chikitsa or solar vibration therapy, with which help of which patients suffering from psoriasis, gangrene, kidney infection, and even cancer were completely cured. And secondly, where this year Guruji was honored in a special public event as the Natural Hygienist of Honor by the National Institute of Naturopathy, a governmental institution which is under the Ministry of Ayush. We're really privileged to have him here. Take your questions and answers. And now I'm going to introduce our host for today, Dr. Archana Satyam. Dr. Archana Satyam is a registered medical doctor from the batch of 2003. She later specialized in emergency medicine and over, I would say, 2 decades of clinical practice in some of Hyderabad's top corporate hospitals. She really had issues with the way allopaths treat diseases. She wondered whether she was doing was enough because she kept medicating people, stabilizing them, discharging them. And then the patients came back at a later date with a new ailment, needing more specialization, more consultation, and repeated care. So even though she comes from a family of allopaths, she really started thinking, what else is an option? Her own ailments, ailments of her parents, close family members, took her to a journey which was drug-free living for herself and her children. She naturally drifted over time to patient care into a natural drug-free or minimal drug environment. Dr. Archana really likes to educate her patients on the effects of long-term medication and encourages them via anecdotes to connect the dots between disease and health and what actually nature has intended for us. She mandates that you meet her with an open mind, so together, not individually, but together, we can live life without medicines and harmful impacts of medicines. Now, without further ado, here's Dr. Archana Satyam and Guruji engaging in a lovely conversation on your questions.
Thank you.
Muted myself. Once again, namaste to all of you. Thank you for the introduction for me too. Arunji, honored interacting with you on this platform and putting in questions that I have received, concerns that have come from variety of people. I will proceed with no much delay onto the questions, sir. Okay. Sir, first one is from Shyamla Devi. She asks, now, most of the people will ask about diagnosis specific, sir, although you just communicated in your own lecture that diagnosis is not the agenda here, but most of the questions will come from there. You please guide them accordingly, sir. The first one asks about dark pigmentation on the cheeks and diabetes and how to improve EGFR, glomerular filtration rate, kidney effect they're talking about. There must be on diabetes medication, sir, please.
How to is a question, simple question, but although the symptoms are there, we write down, record the symptoms, take pictures and keep it in the beginning, and lead the patient through a natural, healthy lifestyle. And we see that those spots, all those things vanish within very short time because sunlight improves skin health. We influence the people to take regular sun bath. When you expose your body to sunlight, the pigmentations and all those processes will be changed into bringing new cells, skin cells. And new skin keeps on forming, old skin vanishes. Where did the spot go? We are very amazed. Within very short time, it happens. So it's not a problem of this or that. It's an issue of using natural resources. And even the sunlight cannot help a person unless first and foremost he has the trust on it. He has to believe that this is going to help me. And he should not keep looking at the symptoms, spots, oh, how much has gone, how much has gone. He should be directed to activities. That's his passion. When we direct his activities to some other thing, then his attention goes away. Then, without his knowledge, those spots vanish, and he's wondering, when did it go? If he keeps looking at it, it will stay for good. Oh, he is giving me attention. Let me stay here. That has been our experience from so many patients who were giving attention to their problem, skin problem, or any other problem. They were entertaining it for longer duration. When we engage them into activities to help others, they totally forgot about their problem, and their problem went away without their knowing. Not one, not two, so many examples. Mother Jadurani was a great painter for the Hare Krishnas, and she was painting for them. And one of her pictures where she's holding baby Krishna, Yashoda is keeping baby Krishna on her lap. That picture was sold in thousands of pictures were sold. It became very popular. Such a painter was not doing something for her own. She was doing offering her services to the Hare Krishna movement. So my question was to her that what individual aim do you have in your life? What are the activities that you will do to bring out your passion and bring out your effect to help others? This you are helping the movement, but individually you can do some certain things. She did not agree in the beginning, and she had so many symptoms. She followed all the instructions of natural health science very sincerely, but the improvement was very little compared to others who were not following so much, but they were improving. But her, she was not improving. And when we buckled down to occupation, she finally agreed, yes, she will start writing comic books and with pictures, everything, series of stories on Krishna. Once she decided that and she started working on it, her symptoms vanished within 1 month. All the symptoms vanished within a month with nothing else extra activity. How did it happen? Every individual doesn't know. They think they have to do this, do that for body. That is not true. How much meaning it has towards your life goal. What do you want to do? Bring your passion and skill to combine together in an occupation to help others. When we explained, she wouldn't take it in the beginning. Finally, when she found her passion and she started, and she was amazed, all the symptoms went away within a month or even less.
Thank you, Guruji. You've given us insights into taking the mind off the symptoms and actually addressing the improving of health. Thank you, Guruji. The next one is Audrey writes saying slight trembling and shaking of hands. Why does this happen?
It's also associated with mind. There was a person whose not only the hand, head, shoulder, hip, everything was shaking, and he came with the report of Parkinson's. And they said, Parkinson's, there is no cure. You have to keep on taking medicine for the rest of the life. We said, we don't want to say any such thing. Let him follow. I told him when he came in, from the door to the seat, two people had to help him to come and sit. Such a bad condition he was. I said, on the fifth day, you're going to run, you're going to become better. And responsibility is yours, not mine. We will give you the method and you follow it well and you become better. He said, yes. And on the fifth day, he called me, Dr. Sharma, come on. I'm throwing my stick away, come for racing with me. And he ran the race and won the race. Everybody around was clapping their hands. Wow, they could not believe it. It is your belief. The patient has to believe it. You can't instill belief in the patients. You can only tell them your belief is going to work. and Vishwasa Shastra Siddhante. That's what we say. All the truths given in Shastras, you have to believe that this works. When they do it, wonderful results come.
Guruji, in all of this, is it understood that you don't allow medicines in their body during that phase, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Without medicines, is this healing we're
Thy
talking about?
food be thy medicine.
The food be medicine, yes. Sir,
And food is not just the one which we eat and drink. Food is also sunlight, food is also air, food is also ether. Fasting is food. How can fasting be food? We are not eating anything. You are eating the most valuable thing called ether. Akashad Vayu, Vayor Agni Rapa. From space came everything else. And the power of space we know through the people using telephone, cell phone from remote village in India. He is calling a person in America and he is talking. How does this go without any wire? All those things, power is in electromagnetic rays are also there in the space. When you fast, they come to help you reorganize your structure in the body. We don't have to explain that. The proof is in the pudding. When people adopt these principles and they see results, not one, not two. When it is repeated again and again for so many years, I've been practicing for 52 years and I have not seen a case which failed.
Guruji, I'm also informing others that the questions have already been posted to us in the form that was provided. I'm going by that order. However, someone just now asked a very relevant question to most of us. We're all by default foodies, we call ourselves. In these days of calling us foodies, how can we embrace and hold on to nature cure principles, please?
From foodies, you go to next letter G. You become the goodies. That's it. How to become from foodies to goodies? See what is good in life. Adopt one by one. And eventually you will be a goodies and doing very successfully. Oh, I used to be a foodie. Now I'm a goodie.
बढ़िया सर फूडीज से लेके अभी गुडीज बनाना अपने आप को बुलाना is a different approach. I like that. It's a fun approach, sir. Yes, you got to realize the goodness and then yes, you start to take changes.
Learn. Unless you join a camp and learn it practically. We are going to have a camp in Hyderabad very soon. And if people come in and join the camp, practically they will see the changes. They will adopt it. And adoption is so easy, they didn't know. Only in the camp that you can know that people are given whatever they have to eat and they are made to prepare the food on themselves and they are participating in exercise, in the pranayama, sunbathing, hydrotherapy, all the activities they do. And they say, "Arey, so easy. I thought it's very difficult." In the camp, they understand that it is easy because they have company. Everybody is doing the same thing, and you don't feel different. Oh, everybody is eating this and that. I'm not eating. I'm not allowed to eat. That atmosphere is not there in the camp. That's why I keep saying, come to the camp, come to the camp. And you will learn it and you will tell everybody, yes, I went to the camp, it was wonderful. So tell them the dates of the camps and where it is and all that. Let more and more people join and experience it.
Sir, ये मेरा question आ गया बीच में from all the questions I already have. I'm including one of my own here. I have a constant problem with people going to camps. Please elaborate on this. You only said when we go to camps, it's an environment where we don't have much distraction, so it's easy to follow. What about once we come back when there is a festival, then there is birthday, then there is something, everybody's having pakodi and jalebi. How does one keep up? Because not only this, people talk with clients come to me with, we've gone to Mantana ashram, we've gone to that ashram. Not 99% of the people can't keep up, have not kept up with what they've learned at these ashrams and camps. Could you please throw some light on this?
My wife, Girija Sharma, she made a plan with which we could save ourselves from all those problems. Before we went to a program, she insisted that we should have a dinner before we go there.
There is a whiteboard here. Could someone look into this? Harish Lalan, it says. Okay, thank you. Arunji, please proceed. There was a small disturbance. Please proceed, sir.
Yes.
Your wife Girija Sharma. Boliye, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Please speak.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're audible.
So when we are invited to a party, all of us go there, but we all have a dinner and then go there. And now we are not hungry. We don't have to tell our grandson, don't take all this bad food, take only good food. We don't have to say that. He goes there in the line and takes just one samosa. And all his friends are filling their plates with this and that and that. And they are asking, hey, Krishna, why didn't you take all that? Yeah, I am not interested. I don't like all that. And he's saying such things. They are surprised. And he is not able to finish it, even that one samosa, because he is already full. And that he is giving it to grandmother. Grandmother, please finish it. We are surprised. We don't have to correct anybody. And after the party is over, I live in USA, but there is a style. Everybody helps around to clean up after the party. So most of the time, it's only my family who are staying back and helping them to wind up. So they are very thankful. Oh my God, everybody just rushed us away. You were the one who helped us. Every time, people will definitely call us. And we don't enjoy all the food. We just take selected food which we love very much. Just have one piece. That's it. We are satisfied. And there are so many ways by which you can prioritize your life. This is more important. If I go on government dies like anybody else, then I will be suffering. They are not going to come and help me when I am suffering. I have to take care of myself. So when I take care of myself in advance, then I don't suffer at all.
Beautiful, Guruji. Thank you.
Plan
You
your
gave-
work, then work your plan.
Plan your work your plan, make a plan for your diet for the day before अगर party वगैरह है तो जी जी sir, बहुत beautiful, बढ़िया बोला. And then yes, if we go hungry, there's a high chances that we're going to gobble down a lot more food. आप अपना भोजन, अपना good fill, अपना nutrition खा के जाना. For some fun, please join some food there and enjoy that little bit there. Got it, sir. Got it.
There were friends who said, 1,000 rupees I have given as a gift. At least I should eat for 2,000 rupees. So they will keep eating that and then end up paying 3,000 or 4,000 to a doctor. I have this problem, that problem. Why kill yourself and then spend for it? Be aware ahead of time. We can say this in the meetings, we can say that in the lecture, we can say it in the camps, but people have to learn it and adopt it one by one. You can't change the whole thing every day, but one by one, if they adopt, they will eventually come around.
Thank you, Guruji. Next one comes
Okay.
from Gauriji. She asks, I have had hypothyroidism for the past 16 years. Is it possible to cure it without medication? Or can I live a normal life without taking tablets? My weight is 70 kilos. I'm concerned about varicose veins, pre-diabetes, and this weight also.
It's only without medicine that she can cure. Because with medicines, it only removes the symptom of a disease, but it doesn't remove the cause of the disease. So the cause of the disease is a wrong lifestyle. Introduce right lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, and the problem goes away very soon. Whatever materials you put in and cause the disease, you're not putting that anymore. You're putting in materials that will promote health. And we don't have classification of diseases. We don't have names of diseases. All diseases are considered one. Unity of diseases, we call it. And cause of all diseases is also one. How? What are you saying? How can be? How can all diseases be one? How can cause of all diseases be one? Cure for all diseases is also one. How? We can prove it right away. It's only different names that you have, different parts of the body that are troubled. But that doesn't mean that's a different problem than overall health. Your health goes down when your lifestyle goes to unhealthy lifestyle. That's all so simple, but it is true, unshakably true. You can't change that. Unhealthy lifestyle causes is the only cause for all the health problems. You call it any disease you want. Cure for all disease is also one. No, for cure, this medicine, for that medicine, for that, that's a medicine. Medicine is a sin of meddling with nature. So don't meddle with nature. Improve lifestyle to go to help nature to heal you. And that is done by ob- observing whatever you are doing. If you keep a note of what you should do and what you have done and cross check, oh, I did so much, I had to do this, I didn't do that. We come to realize very soon. Maybe some people take a few years, some people take a few months, some people take a few weeks, and you can learn it in less than a week in a camp. Come to our camp.
सर all diseases are one आपने कहा है अभी the next question में I'm proceeding in the same direction. गीता मिश्रा पूछते हैं I have severe depression and anxiety. All diseases are one क्या यहाँ पर भी अप्लाई करता है?
आपने मिश्रा तो आपका नाम है, आपने मिश्रा बना दिया इसका सब चीज का. एंजाइटी इज समथिंग नॉट coming from outside. It's what you created. How can you create anything anxiety? Because you take in insults from others and think your life is ruined. If somebody makes a bad comment, you take it seriously. Oh, I'm not good. That's not true at all. You are very good, and nobody else knows that other than yourself. And how can you avoid criticism from others? Even the best person in the world, Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru, all kinds of people, great leaders, they were also criticized. There's no person who has not been criticized. There are people who criticize, there are people who don't. That's all. We don't take that seriously and spoil our life ourselves. And I have narrated a story about my niece who met me after 20 years and came running. Grandpa, you helped me so much. I'm very well off in my life. And she reminded me of a story when she was a small little girl. And she was refusing to go to school, and she was dressed up and ready to go to school. And suddenly she decided, I'm not going to school. Her mother was scolding her left, right, and center, and she said, if you don't go to school, you will be a useless person, and your father is going to beat you up. Okay, tell my father to kill me. Take this knife and ask him to kill. All that she was shouting. I signed from behind her to my sister-in-law to go away, and I will take care of. When I went and sat down, she was still crying. After a little while, I said, Sita. She looked at me. Did you know that you're very beautiful? If you don't believe me, go and check in the mirror. She immediately wiped her eyes and went in front of the mirror. Little girl, she looked like this, like this. She came back, she nodded. Yes. She agreed that she is very beautiful. All little girls are beautiful. And when you tell them that, they understand, yes. Do you know why you are beautiful? because your heart is so good. You don't hurt anybody, you don't criticize anybody, you love everybody, you help everybody. She nodded. Everyone, if you tell him anybody like this, they will all agree. Individually, all of us are very good persons. But because people say this and that, you are bad. Yeah. When we keep taking abuse and take it inside, that will send us to depression, all kinds of problems. We know people will speak all kinds of things. When anybody, the instruction I gave her is, before you go to school, read these two lines. I am a good girl. Nobody, nobody in the entire world can put me down. That's all. When when somebody comes to you and tries to put you down, then ask them to stop. All this time I was considering you as a very good girl. I thought you are a very good girl. You are speaking like this. Don't you ever do that. Very bad. Don't do that. And walk away. Initially, you say good thing about her and finally give her one warning and go away. Magic takes place. This is what I told her. And before going to school, she has to read two lines. I am a good girl. Nobody in the entire world can put me down. That's all. She made more friends than anybody else within a month. And all those girls who were teasing her, they came to her and said, sorry, Sita, I want to be your friend. Magic happens. You are the one to judge whether you are this person or that person. You are a great person. You have to respect yourself. All those psychological problems that people experience is because of your evaluation of yourself. Not everybody knows everything. Oh, she dances very well. So, does she know mathematics? She may not know that. Another person is very good in mathematics, but not good in behavior. So many things are there. You should be a good person, all told. All that comes from your own understanding of yourself. Respect yourself and follow the right path. What are the right path? Don't eat foods which will upset you. If you eat sattvic foods and practice the pranayama, and you will feel so confident and sure, nobody can put you down. When somebody tries saying bad things, you look at them in their eyes. Stop. You have no right to talk to me like that. You are a very good person. Why do you do that? That's the way to approach. The entire world is under your feet. You are standing on the earth. All the people don't mean anything else. Your image is so big within your heart. That's what you have to believe it. Your belief can change you. If you start believing that I'm psychosomatic, I'm this and that, don't worry about any of them. Have confidence. Thank you.
Guruji, you've spoken to me. You spoke so beautifully about self-image, and that is making or breaking us. And depression, anxiety, generalized we use kar lete hain. And here specifically, yes, it's our self-image we must work on, and what meaning we have given to the criticism we must work on. Yes, sir. Sir, another question has come. Is a very important, relevant question. Sustainable diet that one can follow for kids to get rid of health issues, future KB, like sugar, blood pressure, heart issues, autism, hyperactivity, dental issues, anxiety, जो future में आने वाले हैं, उन सबको prevent करने के लिए बच्चों को क्या देना चाहिए?
When I narrated a story about a boy, in his class he was shortest. All other boys are taller than him. And the mother came only for that. I asked her what does he eat? He eats all the garbage food, but he will not eat vegetables, he will not eat fruits. Chips, potato chips, he will have ice cream, he will have drinks, cola drinks, everything he used to take, but no health foods. So I gave them a plan. On the last day of the school, that is, summer vacation was starting, they went to a zoo. Morning till evening, they were playing around in the park, but no food. He had only water to drink. In the end, his mother was behind a palm tree and chewing something. Behind a palm tree, you can't hide. That was purposefully done, as if she is hiding. So he saw her chewing something. Mom, you're eating something. No, 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 nothing, nothing. She put her hand, one hand in the mouth, another hand behind her, and she was running around. He chased her and she ran for some time and handed over the packet to her husband. And he is chasing him. After some time, he lost that packet to him, and he said, "Oh, you can't eat it! You can't eat it! I will eat it." He grabbed and eat one small packet of baby carrots, and he finished the whole thing. Oh no, you ate the whole thing. Yes, I can eat. And when they went back on the car, he found another packet. He finished that also. Whole day he didn't eat anything, and this was hidden from him, and they made a challenge for him that he cannot eat. All that put together made him eat two baby carrots packets. And on the way, he didn't know where they are going. They didn't go to their house. They went to a farmhouse. Spent 2 months there without any chips, anything, no bad food. They had only carrots, they had cucumbers, they had all raw vegetables and fruits. That's all. One meal of cooked food, very healthy food. And when he came back, he never craved for anything. I met him after 6 years, tall boy, very healthy. We have to plan everything. We cannot change children, right? Hey, don't eat this, don't eat that. That doesn't work at all. They will be miserable not eating that, and they will always ask for that. You have to create a whole situation where they have to follow this.
Um, Guruji is stuck. You're back. Sir, I lost sight of you. You're on mute also. Sir? Okay. Yes, thank you. Arun sir, now this creates an immense responsibility on the parents, isn't it? To create the ambience of healthy food options while आजू-बाजू के घरों में, बच्चों में, पार्टी में अलग-अलग खाना allowed दिखता रहता है, and it's a huge responsibility on the parents to cope in these situations.
Some children on their own, they have family background, they have good health in the beginning, and even if they eat wrong foods here and there, it doesn't bother them so much. But some kids were constantly eating only bad food, not good food, and their behavior pattern is also what we have encouraged. As parents, we have allowed them to speak back, allowed them to be very obstinate and stubborn. All those things, we are the given ones which were promoting that from a very young age. Very young age, encourage them for good things. There are mothers I know, this child is crying and crying for something, she won't do anything. Okay, cry as much as you want, more cry, cry more. Others are saying, why don't you give her what you want? You go mind your business. This is my child, I know what to do. And that's it. He cried and got tired. So will you give me this or give me that? I can give you banana if you want. And then she says, okay, give me banana. It is in one time the child will cry, then the child will know that my crying does not get any. Balanam rodanam balam.
So yes, crying won't get me anything is something, a lesson that the parents have to teach the children. Otherwise, crying is a usual game that they play. जी
Yeah.
सर सर अगला सवाल है about goiter thyroid का and kidney stones alopecia areata autoimmune disorder. ये अलग नाम है about patchy hair loss, किडनी स्टोन्स एंड गॉइटर के बारे में, थायराइड के गॉइटर के बारे में।
Magic happens when you follow this system without worrying about what are the diseases I am to face. That is a difficult situation because you are dinned into your head. I have this, I have that, I have that. The names keep carrying on. Your parents have given you a very beautiful name, and think about that. And in the group, we make people, in the camp, we make people say, I am healthy. I wish to be healthier. That is the only motive with which we are going to carry on our rest of our life. So when we do that, names of the disease doesn't matter. We call it this name or that name, very threatening names, doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
If you pursue health, how did this disease go away? That disease go away? They say it was incurable disease. It was there with me for so many years. Now just with one week camp, I got rid of it. How could it be? Parkinson's disease, such a dangerous situation, incurable, they say. Okay, it's in your dictionary. Cure comes from following healthy lifestyle. And if you allow that person to do that, he becomes healthy.
थैंक यू सर। सर डॉक्टर संदीप, ये मेरे कलीग हैं कॉलेज के, ही इज आस्किंग डाइट प्रैक्टिसेस दैट हेल्प इन प्रिवेंटिंग एयरवे एलर्जीज। एयरवे एलर्जीज में डाइट प्रैक्टिसेस क्या होनी चाहिए?
There is no specific diet for specific diseases. Diet comprises of one meal of raw vegetables, one meal of fruits, one meal of cooked meal. That is a healthy diet for everybody. In addition to that, we introduce one drink of herbal juice, which is usually either a white ash gourd or leaves of tulasi or leaves of what do you call amaranth, coriander leaves, such things. We make a juice, 1 glass, to sip it slowly, hold it in the mouth, slowly absorb it. That practice is also very good. Many people take this Bermuda grass or Durva grass and make it as a juice. That is called Sarvaroga Nivarani. All the diseases can be eliminated with that. Not one, not two, so many examples have been seen of people who followed that and their diseases vanished. And we didn't, they can say any names. It's very important for us to write it down, get their medical records, keep it very safe in the drawer. No consideration of what disease, what treatment for this. Treatment differs from person to person, not according to disease to disease. The person to person difference is the adaptability of individuals. There was a person who was an elderly man, had asthma, and we had to give him cold application on the chest, but he was never used to cold bath. He said, I will always take hot shower, hot bath. So I gave him immersion bath up to neck and feet, everything under hot water. He was enjoying it. And I told him, every day I have to reduce the temperature a little bit, and finally you have to take a cold shower. He said, okay. I removed just one mug from the tub, and next I replaced it with one mug of cold water. Can you tolerate it? Yeah, no, it's okay. Next day I did two mugs. And he said, okay. Fourth day he said, okay, change it to cold. He took cold bath and he stood up. And very soon his breathing problems went away. Not with just bath, but so many other things along with it. So there are people with so many problems. We don't look into their names of the problem. All diseases are one. Our approach is different for different persons. This person cannot take cold water, gradually change it. This person cannot give up tea. Okay, told him, see, your a friend was taking 30 cups of tea every day. He was mocking at me, saying that, hey, grass doctor, I don't have to take grass. I take a pill and my headache is gone. And that person's wife called me one day. He's calling you. He's in severe pain. Why? He has got his pills. No, he took one pill, then two pills. Now he's taking 20 pills and no result. He wants you to help him. Please help him. So when I went there, he said, please sit down. You're my friend. Just agree to one thing. You don't stop my tea. I'll follow everything, even bitter juices, whatever you give, I'll take. So I told his wife, don't give him his first cup of tea. She smiled and winked her eyes. I didn't know why she winked her eyes. In the evening, I got her call, and she says, he's calling you. When I went there, I told you not to stop my tea. Why did you stop? No, I only said, don't give him the first cup of tea. That was the problem. When I told her, give me my tea, he said, this is your first cup of tea. I can't give you. Okay, put the first cup of tea in the garbage. Bring the second cup. No, you will be drinking the first cup. Oh, he couldn't argue with his wife. He was so upset. I asked him, do you want tea now? No, yeah, I given up. Now I don't want tea. He gave up tea like that, and within a week or two, he got rid of his migraine headaches. Gone. He followed, of course, all other instructions, but tea was his weakness. His wife handled it.
Very beautifully said. First cup of tea. I will never forget this story.
Yeah.
It's the story I
Yeah.
heard when I met you for the first time. Sir, Dr. Arjun पूछते हैं, how to educate oneself on own nutrition.
Come to the camp. One by one, we have to explain everything. If you expect me to explain to you here in 5 minutes or 10, it's not easy. All that I would say, you should know the priorities of food. Our body is divided into 80% of alkaline fluids and 20% of acid. All foods that gives acid, avoid for some time. You take alkaline foods only in the large quantity. Gradually, you get used to that, and your body chemistry will change into alkaline. Now, once it changes, all your problems vanish as if somebody did the magic. Like magic, it vanishes.
Thank you, Guruji.
Welcome.
सर, मैं और कुछ वक्त ले सकती हूँ आपका?
हाँ हाँ
हाँ। सुरेश जी पूछते हैं अपनी बच्ची के बारे में सर. Sudden vomiting and stomach pain for the child. Lot of pain, unbearable pain is written by Suresh.
When there is vomiting, you give them more water and make them vomit more. Once that is finished, give them some few tonas. Tonas is sending a little bit water through the rectum and let them pass some bowels also. Next thing is to give something sour. And because the vomiting has been initiated by the liver. But if you give something sour, it's opposite to the chemistry of bile. That is alkaline, this is acidic, and that will stop the irritation or disturbance from the liver. And after that, you have to fast for at least 2-3 hours, and then your system will be regularized. You can take some sweet fruits or oranges. After a day, you will be absolutely free from all the problems.
It also goes out to say, whatever caused the stomach pain, they should look into it. Wrong diet and lifestyle. Ji, sir.
Yeah.
The next question, somebody's asking, what is holistic healing?
The spelling is not HOLI, no holes in it. We have make it WHOLI, holistic, total approach. Holy, I don't want to play holy or something. Holistic approach is total approach where you give importance to foods which are more needed by the body. As I told you, we need more alkaline foods and less acid food, or no acid food for some time. People turn to fruitarian diet and they become very well. In few days, they say, "Oh, this is the answer." It's not true. You can't continue after a few months. Your fruitarian diet doesn't work. You have to take vegetables. That's where we have to understand, not later, but early. If you understand early, you can remove the problem very quickly.
So that's the meaning of holistic. Holistic. I love the expression that you use, sir. Instead of H, WH को include करिया आपने. Someone has a long has a pain in the scalp, anxiety, and they're taking medicines as recommended by the doctor. But now there are headaches, lot of headaches, and they are leading to high blood pressure. Overall physical health is fine, but headaches are impacting his daily life and work. I experience anxiety, issue 20 साल से है, and my symptoms have worsened in COVID-19 जो medicines लिया उससे worsen हो गए. I'm seeking to understand how therapy could help. Considering physical cause, not physical cause of my headaches, but maybe there's a mental cause for my anxiety.
If Hyderabad is not very far from you, come to our camp from 2nd February and you will see such a change, because we need to examine you and introduce changes little by little. And in the company of so many others, your habits will change and you will see the effect. Before you leave the camp, you will see you are already well. How did it happen so soon? Years of suffering vanished in a week? That's what you will experience. What do we do there in the camp? We have lessons, morning, afternoon, there are classes going on, explaining the meaning, purpose, and importance. All that is explained and practically lead you will through all the therapies, values of fasting, values of breathing, pranayama, and values of sunlight on your body. All those things, different ways of applying water so that the temperature distribution will be very good. So all these things effect is so powerful, no medicine can match it, because they are parts of your body. Whatever materials went to make your body, remove those parts. If the clutch is bad, clutch wire you change, like that, body will do it on its own. We don't have to buy parts and replace it, like in medical practice. Oh, kidney is bad, put somebody else's kidney. Sometimes it matches, sometimes it doesn't. They may die or they may live. That's their own fate. But here we don't change parts. We change habits and the body will do its changing. One by one cell after another, the body will remove and replace, and it may take some time, but you will be on the right track. Come to the camp. Come to the camp.
Come to the camp to set new set of habits that will make you a new person. Ji, sir. Sir, someone asks, does the disease reversed due to naturopathy, will it come back if we stop the plan and the diet which we were following at the reversal time?
I want you to repeat the question a little bit.
Sir, does the disease that was reversed due to naturopathy, will it come back if we stop following the plan and the diet?
That goes without saying. You are what you have made yourself to be. If you eat bad food, you will have bad effect. If you take good food, you will have good effect. It's not just food. It's a thought, it's the actions, it's how you associate with people. Everything is concerned. How much exercise you have been doing, and if you don't do it, how lazy you will become. So many effects are there right away from the habits that you have.
Beautiful, sir. हाँ, वापस तो आएंगे ही if we go back to old habits and non-serving habits. Yes, sir. Sir, एक interesting question आया है. We are a young couple from a medicine-free naturopathic family. They are parents to a 4-month-old baby boy. And he is free from medicine, supplements, vaccines. Only homeopathic medicine was once given in pre-labor. Little homeopathy was used in pre-labor. Otherwise, labor also was natural. Otherwise, vegan pregnancy, milk से भी दूर थे. 40 to 50% raw लेते थे. माँ तब से लेती pregnancy से. For the past 1 month, the child, the 4-month baby, has eczema like rash, leaking pus on the cheeks and elbows and legs, and sometimes diffused rash all over the body also sometimes. So far, we have used only breast milk bath for him. No chemicals for bath also. They are seeking advice on potential causes and what can give this child relief from his discomfort and itchiness. The causes पूछ रहे हैं despite all such a naturopathic approach, and what can be done for natural relief.
Follow the natural lifestyle, give up homeopathic medicine. That's one broad outline that we can give. Homeopathic medicine, we don't know what it is made of, and so many homeopathic doctors, they know when they give homeopathic medicine, the symptoms are aggravated. That is the principle of homeopathy. And if they see that patients will run away because symptoms are increasing, what use is homeopathy? Nowadays they are giving opposite. So the medicines of homeopathy reduces the symptom because they are giving medicines to reduce it. In the original principle of homeopathy, these medicines that they give will aggravate the symptom. It's supposed to help nature in clearing the problem soon. When it aggravates symptom, they say, oh no, I don't want to follow homeopathy. They leave him and go. So the homeopathic doctors are following different methods. I'm not criticizing the doctor that was treating this person, but only the homeopathy doctor can undo what he has done. If you want to follow natural lifestyle, no more medicines. When you totally surrender, totally means mentally, physically, spiritually, totally surrender to nature and follow the principle. Wow, where did all the disease go? You'll be surprised. Not one, not two, so many people. With me are sitting all the participants of this camp. They are all experienced within, this is only the third day. They are enjoying their life. All their symptoms are gone.
Guruji, I'm interrupting. Here, the person suffering is a 4-month-old baby. Only breast
Yeah.
milk जा रहा है इस पे. तो
Then
क्या
what about the
natural
homeopathic medicine?
homeopathy was given to the mother during labor. Otherwise, no homeopathy,
To the
no
mother.
medicine is going on. Homeopathy labor, delivery
He has
में.
got it from the mother. That's what I'm saying. He got it from the mother. So whatever has been done can be undone by subjecting the baby to healthy lifestyle, natural healthy lifestyle. Sunbath, herbal packs, mother should take herbal foods so that her milk will be better. And if she is feeding the baby, that will change the whole thing.
Beautiful, sir. Someone's asking, mine is more mental issues than physical. Will you teach how to deal with that also in the camp?
That is the only thing that we teach in the camp. That is the basic thing. Because if we don't teach that, they will not be able to follow it and keep it up. Ask all our participants. We are talking about again and again about the mind. How our mind wanders from right path. How do we hold them back into our right path? All that we keep talking every day. Whatever subject we talk about sunlight, we talk about air, but we wind up back to how our thoughts go away. And within that camp period, they take resolve that I will not do wrong things again. How long they keep it up, that we don't know, but that's what they do. Many people who keep it up, they become healthier and healthier.
Yes.
From ill they get well, the well gets better and better, still better.
Blessed thing. Sir, अगला सवाल स्नेहा. I have two daughters, 6-year-old and 1-year-old. दो बच्चे हैं. This is regarding my first child. 3 years ago, they moved to a new place, new school, infections, flu, strep throat, pneumonia. After 2 years suffering, allergies, tested positive for pollen allergies, and she is on a budesonide inhaler, steroid inhaler लेती हैं. After that, her lung efficiency improved, but her infections are not turning serious. Now she has a constant runny nose. Now my younger one is also catching infections from the older one. Can my elder one wean off from inhaler? What are the lifestyle changes I can do to boost my daughter's immunity?
All that she has to do is to follow a natural, healthy lifestyle that includes exposing the body to sunlight, keeping the head in the shade, back and forth, not to heat the body, but to expose it to sunlight, and include some kind of running exercise the baby has to take to, and then eat alkaline foods like cucumbers. And if she starts taking that, mucus will be changed into a favorable kind of fluid. The composition of mucus is hard because of her diet or something. If she changes her diet to alkaline, the composition of mucus will be fluid, flowing very easily. Earlier diet makes the mucus accumulate in one place. Now her running and change of diet will move it away, and mucus is necessary part of the body. If you replace it with good mucus, she will live a healthy life.
Sir, any restriction on how many cucumbers to give to a child? How many
I couldn't hear
cucumbers
that.
to give to a child?
Only 25. I'm just kidding. As much as they can chew and chew and chew. If she can finish one, that's great.
Great. Chew on one Kira. Someone's asking if there is any camp in Goa. A relative there is suffering from anxiety. Can the medication be stopped? We already discussed that. Anxiety से भी sir discuss करेंगे. Camp in Goa, sir? Any camp in
Not
Goa?
so far planned. If she is able to admit about 40 people in the camp, then we can have a camp in Goa.
She's able to admit 40 people in the camp. She can also organize it and we can have a camp in Goa.
Right.
Great. How do we
If I
know
should go or not, it depends upon Goa.
Goa or not depends on Goa. Ji sir. How do we know which foods are causing inflammation in the body? How do we know which foods are causing inflammation in the body?
Most of the chemistry in the inflammation is acidic. So if you take alkaline foods, inflammation vanishes.
Because inflammation is acidic, when we are feeding on alkaline foods,
When you examine any inflamed part of the body,
sorry, what happened, sir? When you examine any inflammation in the body.
when you examine the chemistry of the inflammation, you will find it very acidic. Acidic material produces inflammation.
So so
Change
which
your food to
are the
alkaline foods, and the inflammation vanishes within few days.
इसी related मैं एक और पूछूं, fruits or vegetables? If somebody has to choose between the two, which is better, sir? Which is more important?
Voice is cutting.
Arun sir, I'm asking again, between fruits and vegetables, अगर choose
Vegetable first choice, fruits next choice.
okay. If anyone has to make a plan of how much percentage of my diet should be raw, how much percentage should be cooked, ऐसा कुछ बोल सकते हैं क्या?
हाँ हाँ, At least 40% should be raw, and then semi-raw, another 20-30%, and 20% of cooked food.
सेमी रॉ का मतलब सर?
Semi-raw means जो पका दिया उसके बाद in the end you add, it's not raw anymore. Like tomatoes, you don't cook tomatoes. Dhania, you don't cook. Coconut, you don't cook. All that you add in the end of cooking. With that little heat of the food, it will get cooked.
Oh.
Don't subject such foods to too much cooking.
So when you add these things in the end of the cooking, they become semi-pure.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
that's right.
preserving the nutrition of the food. Ji sir. A question on high cholesterol. Somebody has high cholesterol.
You could get.
Arun sir, somebody has high cholesterol.
Yeah. Okay, come to the camp. Remove your cholesterol. Take it down. All that we need, cholesterol can be dissolved with coconuts. When you have coconuts along with your salads, then your cholesterol comes down very fast. All the blockages in the heart, that gets vanished.
A lot of people have doubts on coconut about
Pardon
causing
me?
cholesterol. Lot of people have doubts on coconut about causing cholesterol.
No. Coconut has cholesterol, and that cholesterol helps to remove the stagnant cholesterol in the arteries. When you are working in a machine, your hand becomes oily, and you put some more oil and wipe your hand, all the oil, the dirt is cleaned up. You have to use the same medium to clean it. That's how we clean cholesterol.
Beautiful. Cholesterol is cholesterol. Okay. And sir, someone has an interesting question. What is the core philosophy of naturopathy? How is it different from conventional medicine, like where I come from?
Yeah.
Please.
Core philosophy of nature cure is the body can heal itself. And the core convention of medical system is body cannot heal itself. We have to give medicine. That's the other opposite to conventional belief of medicine and this one. Every living being is endowed with a self-repairing, self-maintaining, and self-improving mechanism. Total reliance on this creative intelligence of life is natural health science. Total reliance. If you don't rely that body can heal itself, you put the medicine, stop the symptoms, stop the symptom. When you stop the symptoms, only the effect goes away, but the cause not only stays there, but it adds up with the accumulation of filth introduced by in the name of medicine. Don't meddle with nature. The sin of meddling with nature is called medicine.
Yeah. Plenty of people are sucked in this loop of taking medicines and temporary reliefs and causing bigger problems for themselves. It is a sad state to mention.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah,
anything
nothing.
on acidity and kidney stones? Arun sir? Acidity. Arun sir, am I audible?
Yes,
A
not
note,
breaking. You're
your
breaking.
comments on acidity and kidney stones. Acidity and kidney stone.
Okay. We use banana pit. The center core of banana tree, after it has given a fruit, that we use to dissolve the stones in the kidney.
Someone is asking, my 11-year-old son had to take rabies vaccine. and he has severe hair fall issue after that. How to deal with this? He eats vegetarian diet, no milk or chips or Tetra Pak juices.
So how about how can we undo whatever he has done? Vaccination has caused all this disturbance. What we can do is put him on a vegetarian vegan diet and make him apply coconut oil in which the amalakam, the gooseberry, star gooseberry, amla or whatever you call it, nellikai, we call it in Tamil.
Okay.
Amla, you soak it in, you remove the seed and crush it and put it in coconut oil and expose the bottle to sunlight. When whole thing becomes black, apply it on your head and new hair will grow. Curry bark leaves, paste, make it a paste and apply it on the head. That also helps in growth of new hair. And of course, he has to follow a vegan diet and definitely take one meal of raw vegetables. That's all. Within 1 month, you will see result.
Someone has asked, why are vegetables superior to fruits?
Because they are alkaline, fruits are also acidic. We need more alkaline food than acidic food. Some fruits are highly acidic, some fruits are less acidic, but most of them are below pH 7. If you go to pH 8, pH 9 and all, like that's what vegetables are. That's what we need. Higher
Any
pH.
fruits that you would not recommend at all because they are very acidic?
Well, highly sour fruits we don't want to take. Lemon.
Okay. Highly sour ones. Someone's asking why elimination doesn't happen in spite of having fiber food and what to do for proper elimination and to eliminate constipation. ये बढ़िया सवाल है. Eliminate constipation.
Well, it is not only the fiber, it's also the chemistry of food. What if you just simply take fibrous food, it doesn't mean that you're taking foods that you could digest very well. If you cannot digest that food, it's not good, so good. So if you add turmeric, if you add kind of masala, all that, then the value of good food goes bad. No matter, even if there is fiber, it's not just fiber. And if you keep eating without digesting the food, that also it will not be eliminated easily. So many issues are there. You will understand every part of it when you come to the camp.
Yes. Constipation has to be understood.
Practically, they will experience.
Yes. What is true elimination? Yes, sir. Someone's asking me, during migraine, when there is so much headache and vomiting for 2 to 3 days, even water doesn't stay in the body, then what can be done?
Is it the question is if it is your migraine or your grain? Tough to.
Joke.
They,
Joke
they should not think it as a migraine. They should think about the cause. What causes migraine headache? There was a person who was a Hare Krishna guru and he had migraine headaches. He has tried naturopathy, homeopathy, allopathy, every pathy, but never tried Venkatachalapathy. Then when I went, we put him on Venkatachalapathy and all the pathis went away. No sympathy needed.
Okay. Sir, क्वेश्चन तो ये था कि चलो ठीक है माइग्रेन छोड़ दीजिए, जब बार बार बॉडी हेडेक और वॉमिटिंग करता है एंड वाटर भी नहीं टिकता है बॉडी में, then how do they support themselves?
Step by step. You can't change the whole thing right away. It's not a medicine. It's a lifestyle. Lifestyle changes has to come along with psychological adjustment. And what has psychology to do with physical problem? That has got everything to do. When I went to meet the Guru, Hare Krishna Guru. First question he asked is, what's the kind of treatment you have? I explained to him about hydrotherapy, solar therapy, diet, exercise, everything. But I said these are all second part. First main part is discussion. What? What discussion? I ask you questions and you give answer. Depending upon your answer, I change my treatment to adopt it. So give me a sample question. So suddenly I could not think of any other question. Then I said, what is religion? Said, what? What has that to do with this? Give me an answer. Whatever be your answer, I will take it. He didn't answer, but he was worried about it. What's the next question? You have to give me the answer for first question. His secretary from behind, please, listen to him. Give me the next question. Why should we pray? He got totally upset. What is it to do with this? He was thinking that I'm going to introduce some other religion to him. That's what they were terribly afraid of. So I said, the answer should come from you. And his secretary from behind said, please go. Now it is time for Guruji to sleep. You can go to your room. I went to my room and he calls me at 9 p.m. Said, I'm sorry to disturb you. Guruji cannot sleep. He wants your answers. I came there and he said, give me the answer. What is religion? Oh, I wanted your answer, but you want my answer? Okay. Religion is something to rely on. If you have something to rely on so that you could live and let live, not just rely on and you live. You have to live and let live others. Others should also live in the way they want. That is the guidelines that religion is supposed to give. And what's the answer for next one? Why should we pray? We do not pray to ask God, give me this, give me that. That's not prayer. Prayer is a process by which we bring the mind to the middle point where there is neither hope nor fear. Where our mind is like a pendulum of an oscillating clock where it oscillates between fear and hope. When we pray to God, we bring the mind to the middle point. There is neither hope nor fear. Hope I will get something or fear I will lose something. No, that's absolute peace. That is what prayer is. Then he was absolutely satisfied and he followed my treatment. His migraines went, his headache went away. And every day the main session was discussion about so many things in life. And those discussions made him calmer and calmer, and his body cooperated, his mind cooperated, and the healing came very fast. And he went to a conference. He was not going to conference because he has been undergoing treatment. But I said, no, you have to go to conference. When he went to the conference, he came out with a severe headache. I said, what happened? Oh, so many people are talking nonsense. And his secretary said, I told you not to come for the conference. See what happened. I gave him some treatment. He was able to sleep that day. Next day, I said, go to the conference with this pad and a set of pencils, color pencils and all that. Whoever speaks bad, draw a cartoon of his. Like that. And then whoever speaks good, draw a flower, something beautiful. And he spent the whole day drawing pictures, and people were thinking that he is writing notes, and he came happily back. I have no problem at all. People are bad, people are good, whatever it is. If you don't express it, you can't express it to everybody, but in the notebook you can do it. He took it out from this head, put it in the notebook. That's all. He was free from those disturbances. That's why every person should remove the disturbance in some way or the other. Some expression has to be there. It could be a drawing, it could be a song, it could be a speech. And once you remove the worries and disturbances, you're free from worries. And that person got absolutely no pain, within a month. He could experience freedom from pain. He tried so many diseases, so many medicines, 6 years of treatment, no result, no good result. His doctor, allopathic doctor, was keeping him, making him sleep with some sleeping pills or some other pills, painkillers. But that was not the end. He had to take it again and again. But when he followed our system, no medicine at all. He was absolutely free. That's what nature cure does to people.
Sir,
Okay. Looks like
मुझे
everybody is there.
yes, I am feeling very elated कि almost all के खत्म हो गए हैं. I would like to just ask, is lemon good or bad for acidity? Some say it's acidic out for the body and then alkaline inside the body. कुछ बोल सकते हैं lemon के बारे में? इसके last है.
Occasionally, you can take lemon juice diluted with water. It gives you vitamin C, but not every day. Every day you should take alkaline juices, occasionally lemon juice.
बड़े जी, यहाँ कितने लोग हैं मुझे पता नहीं है. मुझे तो बहुत मजा आया आपसे बात करके, आपसे आंसर्स ड्रॉ आउट करके. मुझे तो बहुत मजा आया. अरुण सर,
Thank you.
Okay, namaste.
Thank you, Guruji,
you
for
gave
this.
us a lot of time. I am feeling very blessed कि आपने बहुत ज्यादा टाइम दिया है. Thank you,
हाँ,
thank you, thank you.
So, Guruji, thank you so much for this enlightening session with all of us. And every story that you narrated as a response to every question, everybody will remember it. Beautiful session today. And and thank you to Dr. Archana for such interesting questions and for a session that you kept all of us engrossed. A lovely conversation between the two of you. Thank you. Looking forward to more such sessions with you, Guruji. Thank you.
Guruji.
And thanks to the team behind the scenes.
And
Thanks
thank
to
you for the people
thanks
showing
for-
up.
सबको दिखा दो. चेहरा दिखा दो सबका.
Thanks to
Many of
Hiren,
them
Hiren ji
left.
and to Shefali ji and the
हाँ,
team behind the scenes, Gayatri ji
इधर
and
आके
Minati
दिखाओ
for all
चेहरा.
your efforts. Thank you.
Stand behind. नहीं वो filter हो गया.
Thank you for all the people that showed up. I'm really, really glad they showed up and they got a chance to get a whiff of Arun sir, and that I'm very, very overjoyed that they got a whiff of sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
sir.
Thank you to everyone.
Namaste to all.
Namaste.
हाँ, इतने लोग अभी हैं.
बहुत लोग हैं गुरुजी उसमें.
Bye bye.